driveway's here. I'm probably shaking it way too much. This used to all be overgrown shit. I'm told these weird things on the right are some kind of sumacs. Apparently pretty cool, so we left them. To the left are a little bit more sumacs. All used to be overgrown shit. Some thorn trees. Got the cuts to prove it. Basically everything on this property is a thorn or pine. Awesome. It's just a little clearing where I stashed God knows how much dead limbs and trees. Pile of shit. And more overgrown shit that I cut down and brought back here. Apologies if you can't see shit with the sun. I had nothing to do with the sun. It was here before I got here. Switch hands. Let's start on the west side. Cleared a cute little path over here to the west part of the property to go to the wetlands. I hate blue jays. I call it the wetlands because it's literally a wetland. Switch hands. I'm roughly to the west part of where the house will be. If you're wondering where the house will be because there's so many trees, yeah, we're gonna cut down a bunch. There's Nicole flying the drone somewhere, if you can see it. Yonder on back. Probably the center of the property-ish, I think. Back here is the path through the wooded area where the kick-ass tree is. That was most of today. So yeah, I turn. Follow the pink path. This was all trimmed up. For the most part, just trimming down branches and shit on the ground. Cut in some paths to the side too. This goes to the east. Good chunk of property over there, but one piece at a time. Squirrels. Cool little chill spot by the big ass tree. This is a 100+ year cottonwood. We will make this a cool little peaceful chill place. It's probably China spying on us. Commies. Little path over here. I mean, it's just more land. I cut a couple trails over there just to have places to walk. This will go. Mowed this today. Take us to the pond. Yes, there's barbed wire fence here. I don't know why. I'm still on my property, so whatever. I'll take it down one of these days. This little pond here drains into the wetland, and it gets a lake that's just south of it that drains into it. Yes, I mowed this all down today as well. Brush hoggers are the shit. And that's the pond. Might cut this tree down. I don't know. So I literally just mowed this today to have a little access to the pond. And this is basically the southern part of the property. If you look at this on a aerial, a Google Earth, whatever, you can see a pretty significant property line with all the trees here, cottonwoods I think as well. Met the Voights today, they stopped by. They own the property to the south of us, both properties, 100, 200 acres, something really cool, greenhouse, farm, whatever, all the above. So looking forward to getting some locally grown stuff. We originally were going over there to get to the pond, but looks like a bunch of big mess. I got carried away with the brush hog today. Cut a path. It's to fuck around, really. I forgot where it went. Over here. This actually is a deer trail. I just ran it over with the brush hog. Help out the local deer. That's what I'm all about. I gotta trim that shit. And I don't know, I'm in the southeast part of the property. Kind of boring over here. This is where we originally thought about putting a shooting berm. TBD. Where am I? Let's go back. I think it's got a path that goes north. Somewhere. Yeah. Here we go. That kind of dead ends over there. Kind of goes up. Yes, you're seeing all these trees that aren't evergreens are probably locusts, thorn trees. Up to the dead deer's paths, because I'm pretty sure that's an old deer. Oh dear. I don't know. Continue on the trail. Here's that path I told you earlier when we're going towards the big cottonwood. Kind of made a path that kind of ties into that. Likewise, it goes down here as well. But then I saw a bunch of trees and had nowhere to go, so I just zipped west again. I guess I could go through that, but not without a chainsaw first. That's the east part of the property. You see all this daylight on the ground. That's the Lees. That's their house right there. That's my closest neighbor. But I didn't go up here. I ended up turning west and ran down this way. You can see another deer trail. There's like a ton of deer that live out here. We don't ever see them. I think we spook them before they have a chance to show up. But we talked to the Voights today. Jim Voight's, I think, like 82 years old. He's been out here a while. Brought us up to speed on the area. They got coyotes, obviously. They said that there's a wolf out here. I said there's been a bobcat. Obviously deer. I think there's a, what should we call it? Beaver that lives on that little lake or by the lake, pond, whatever. Now we're kind of approaching the main part of the property again. This is the main part because we're gonna clear out a lot of this shit because we kind of need to put a house somewhere. I think we're gonna have about 1 or 2 acres of clearing. Let's go further east. Again, there's just a ton of thorns. Cut down a bunch of trees, big and small. Some with the chainsaw, some with that, whatchamacallit, brush hog. A ton of pine trees. Sucks, I'm gonna have to cut down a bunch, but it is what it is. We'll put more to the east to kind of fill in a buffer between our neighbors. All this grass used to be 2 feet tall. Brush hogged the shit out of it the last 2 days. Can't remember the last time I walked so much in my life. That's down to the wetlands again. Kind of working my way back. I don't know why I took the same path. Switch hands. Seeing pink on trees, that's just utility paint. As a, yes, you can cut this down. We staked out a lot of area. This is pretty far east at this point. I will clean this up one of these years, but when you've got 11 acres of shit that hasn't been maintained in the past 2 decades, you kind of have a big to-do list. And a lot of stuff we'll just leave overgrown. It's kind of cool having overgrown shit. For the most part, we just want to clear, oops, I missed an area. Just want to clear up stuff so we can walk around like I'm doing now. It was too hard to walk last time and easy to get lost. Well, it's still easy to get lost. Yes, I've gotten lost on my own property a few times already. If you know me, you're not surprised. Speaking of lost. Oh. Kind of in the southwest corner of the clearing, the main area. Go through here. This is very far southwest of the clearing, that is. And yeah, it's basically dead end as far as what I've cleared. We've cleared. Teamwork. The wetlands are pretty cool. You can't build there. It's like protected or something, but it's like a freaking size of a football field. A lot of random change of vegetation in some areas. Some open, some evergreen, some kind of got some overhanging trees, but clear. try not to fall. There's a lot of shit on the ground. This is just so much cooler now that all this shit's cleared out. Let's go behind this tree. Watch out for those thorns. We're in the northwest, northeast, whatever, same thing. That's the Lees again. That's the east. So you have the property, and then all sorts of shit over here to the east. Oh, our neighbors tell us that there's a bald eagle that will live in that big ass tree or put a nest in there. That would be pretty cool to see. We'll give him his privacy when needed, though. All the shit that we had to cut down, this used to be all overgrown. And then, of course, when you cut down thorn trees, they've got vines in them. Might as well have a barbed wire tree. These are sumacs again. They look kind of cool already, and I think in the spring they'll be really cool. Probably spread them around a little bit and fill in the area. That's our driveway. So as you leave in my house, boom, right in front of you, you've got a beautiful lake. We do have access to the lake. It's part of our HOA. Yes, I have 11 acres that comes with an HOA. Whatever, but you get lake access and it's not expensive, and I think it's just an HOA to keep the riffraff out. But that tree to the left across the street is pretty cool too, but the lake's really neat. That's actually why we put the driveway here, is to get the view of the lake. This all was overgrown stuff, and this goes back way back there. I don't know what we're gonna do with this stuff. Probably hired a contractor to clean this shit out, but driveway starts where you see those markers there in the distance. Let me put my beer down. So you got left, center, middle. It's roughly where our drive will be. And then we'll come up here. I still got to clear a little bit to the side there, to the right. Got to clear that. And we'll come on down. And somewhere over there, who knows. That's the property. Not the best directing, but what you expect. Utility pole, gonna pull power there. That's why I kind of prettied it up for the guys there whenever we do. That's a long ass run. That's all she wrote.